다들 샴기 식디 닝부 메라 닝부 다 닝부 메바도 메대군도 주유제 테는 닝부 톱 미줄 스토아 양 닝부 젠다 닝부 다 닝부 메바도 양다도 그 주유제 테는 닝부 톱 안데디 슈다다对，他的配器什么呀？他提到了宁不没了，宁不汤，宁不没把通，有点是那么就宁不是这样。margi ningbu ndawo dinde khawale na pheji des disamari dina geyig dina la disik dina de yapshu ningbu mes yang thakbe chue ma yin barwa da chulo da buji na dala ningbu thong ba tha 아니 양다 양메다고 쳐라 양타보 통야다 아니 양타고 쳐도 양메다보 통야 간다 까나 친지로고다고 전다래샤 저 까나 친지로고다고 마제스 다디 친지로 마임바 계시 된데 친지로고 있나 아니 다왕 년부터 부진 양갱 미디 가주인의 양한테는 양탑에 다와 통투고 말했어요. 미대군도 주유쟁 미디 되는 님부터도 양탑에 tö는데 톱투고 말했어요. 님부디 양탑에기 추 양마탑에 추 님부 매부터 양매탑에 추 고고서래. 이 코너테는 세버로 요구도 다 디나라 되는 셰리보다 몽게부 니가 다 담규들 봐. 셰리보다 몽게부 니부 상계제바 그 코란 경원 글로벌 되네 디셈버 디나라세 차사마게 게이드나 테스트하냐서 네 유포 단다디 다 미니도 코란스로바니디 녀유르레샤 로션슈 슈르니 녀유 로션의 슈르니 테마치라 되네 도가다가 심브레스 도가다가 치니 코코와 야고르셔서 다쳐 탐지 규마더버레스 앤 턴더버레스 제가 아주 양탁배 취직 세고도 섬 가서갈 때는 취사가 양탁배 취사가 심브레스 이내 가서갈라 때는 취직다 출록양 신데 투제 안 투거로 중고니 취직행에 몽구스도네 취직 양탁배 생에 진 포마송 된 코란이 파주다 계란이 꼬르니 야 근데 최 약버직 통수다 최 양탁버 통해지 때는 랭치 아스 코란이 빈자다 로션이 있지 고저 다 개고고는 가서 가서 최냐 같이 양탁버 휴식 가만도다 파 랭치고 된데 체니 아니 개용 거로 꼬르리스 ene ma nie che kanan kuransu korne suji globres temnal nyeyul su rangja yores ni ma jigla tanda gyajinsin ye yubuti sido gyajinsin ye di ani 다 미지 길런지 그 최주로도 최주로고 유사래 디년도 최디 나로를 개이 나라 아니 조파 인缘其实确实嘛咯아니 규견을 개버려 생이지 저디 kho유서래 디코 냐마네 다 디유서와 가서라 코로 릭스에 버진게서 디 식도 코바서 최 탐제 규견을 개버려서 코바zam기 코랑 가보시부 체제 남산 코랑 로봇의 체니 아니 근데 누스유서래
Shloka number
다디 상계기 진죽시서 된 상계 좀 된데 제야 디체제 그 누구도가
Shloka number 11. Those who mistake the unessential to be essential and the essential to be unessential, dwelling in wrong thoughts, never arrive at the essential. In this case, the term essential or essence should not refer to the essence of butter or something else. What the essence of this meaning should be understood of is the essence of the meaning of the truth, which can be perceived through right view. If you have the right view, which is antidote to wrong view, then you can see the meaning of the truth through the right view. So here the meaning of this stanza is all about to perceive or recognize the right nature of the external phenomena. Here, essential is referring to the right meaning of the all phenomena, and unessential is referring the meaning of unessential is referring to the wrong perception when we talk about the view, and it is objectives and it is perception. So it is all about the perception and view. So the essence here we are talking about is something that is true, and which is devoid of any kind of misconception or faults. So therefore the words that need to be understood is in terms of the right view and wrong view, and their perceptions accordingly. And with this stanza, the story begins with two boys who roamed in search of dharma, the meaning of truth. One day they happened to be in a concert where the performance of dance were going on, and due to one of their karmic patron, by just simply seeing the dance, he come to know the nature of all phenomena similar to the dance, which is momentary. By realizing this, by this realization, one of the boy becomes so motivated, and the realization further push him to search the real meaning of the truth, and he started to started a journey in search of Dharma and try to find out a right teacher from whom he can receive the teachings and understand the meaning of the all phenomena. By roaming all the kingdom of Sharvasti, he during the time of his journey, he encountered with a monk who was reciting a sutra. In that sutra, the monk heard that the meaning that the whole phenomena is devoid of it is identity, and all phenomena arise because of cause and condition. Just by simply hearing the recitation of the monk, one of the boy could give a rise the realization of the meaning of the lines that the monk was reciting. This is because of his karmic patron of his previous life, of good understanding of the meaning of the teachings. And then the karmic patron simply manifested by listening to the teachings. So he understood the teachings, what the monks was reciting, and then this is how he came to realize the meaning of the sutra. The meaning of the essential in this stanza is being explained. So the boys later become a follower of Buddha himself and continue learning and practicing.
Kanda kunyi sangye je ne da sangye wo di seksung yusre di na la da kwans jig di da yuanden shibu yu sam tene poba da tene shuk chenpu yusre di yundu ene tene ge yuanden je poba ye ba la ene di tene yang ta ba gi tön to tu ma de nga ge wang gi di nga ye gu wang ki yang dak be shwe yang tene di lok be shwe di yang ta ba thong je de yung gu des di yin du di ko le ji dam gi na la o ti re do tene dan Ningbu jen la ningbu tang, da si xiang da de jigba de ba da, da tuo di ningbu me la ningbu tang, ningbu jen la, da di dokjo de do, ningbu jen la ningbu da, yang ta ba ji la yang ta ba da. Ningbu me ba la ningbu me ba tong, yang da dok be ju yu jen, ten na ningbu ta ba jo. 제주 랑기 지 도자시에 당대면 아게 고완도 만들어봐지 되네 심중그 토네 다 년고야 되고 송도 질다와 탐자세바 권전 최진 야면의 화른 전조바모. After meeting with the Buddha himself, and they continued with their practice, learning and practices. During the course of time with the Buddha himself, they came to know that the arrogant and pride is the one which obstructs you to the realization of the right meaning of the teaching of the Buddha. So the arrogant is the one which obstructs or blocks you to know the right meaning of the truth.
So the arrogant again can be explained in terms of the wrong view. If you are occupied, or if you are too attached or too familiarized with if your mind is occupied by wrong view, I should say, and then whatever you perceive, whatever you feel and so forth are false. Those are not true. The truth is not there because of your wrong view. Wrong view perceives wrong perception, and right view receives the right meaning of the right nature of the phenomena. So therefore, here that stanza is focusing and emphasizing on to have the right view, which the term essential here meaning is referred to the right view. So if you have the right view, you can accrue the right meaning of the things and even right meaning of the phenomena. So therefore, the essential meaning of this stanza is to possess the right view. And the next stanza of this pair reads, those who know the essential to be essential and the unessential to be unessential, dwelling in right thoughts, do arrive at the essential. Again, the meaning is very similar to the previous words. In this stanza is expressing or explaining in the positive way, which if someone is able to understand or recognize the meaning of essential by having the right view, there is the right thing that we need to be care of, and we need to be adopted. So this is the second stanza. The meaning of it is very similar to the previous stanza. In this stanza is expressing the meaning in terms of the right and the positive way. Because of the three kind of poisons we do have in our mind stream, we have the wrong perception. These three poison cause wrong view, and the wrong view perceives the wrong nature of the phenomena that whatever we perceive. So therefore, all the negative forces and wrong views and all these caused in perceiving the falsehood of the nature of the phenomena.
Da ningbu meba yang taba ma yinba la ningbu meba jile ningbu dawa yang ma tabu chue la lokbe chue la ya ani yang taba ningbu dawa de rugi tola mongu yo ba ana tanda tanda nye yue la ne shi ba di Angula, Karing, again. Miku just said. Oh, Miku Jaguchuko said. Again now. Oh, so Mutima. So did Jay. What I can me in a Dongjing Mare, Dongjing Sab in a Tarwatu session. Oh, didn't take look you, that I can call you about what the Sawachana Dindegi Choloya. Ten I think Pug Nalola Nama Pug Hojong or Gong or Dingliuna took up just saying Mongu or me. She saw yourself the Malhomo the Mongi you rigness there. Missonam changes say that the Shimjuk the Shimjuk or something. Dux the Missonam Jed about Thompson took up just Sena. mid seven did son of the soul, Nala Jungeris. Then the show Nala took Tabia Semonal took them the Kindergarten, Semonal took Daya. Dashin do Yob Simji, Yogunal Yam the took Gaya, took Dhammapada to Yakoran catching you some other container, Semonal Luce. What did they change the day the young tower my immature? Did that we are Namongamon at the day, Gizonala. Aladisiana.
The second stanza, when you talk about the unessential, okay, the first stanza, I'm sorry. The first stanza, when we talk about the unessential, the meaning of unessential in this context is which is produced by the understanding that is produced by wrong view. Through this understanding, I mean, if you have the wrong view, then all the activities from your body, speech, and mind can be the wrong actions through which we can accumulate non-virtues. So, associating to this stanza, there is a story in Shravasti that the famous story, the Angulamala story, who killed 99 numbers of people because of getting the wrong guidance from his wrong teacher. This is the story that is related to this stanza when we talk about the unessential, the wrong view and meaningless. These similar stories are there in Tibet, especially in the Kongpo region, where people kill the others through many bad practices such as poisoning. Especially the tradition is there that if you're able to kill a person with great fortune or great luck, the luck of that person can be received by yourself. So this is the understanding that people have in Kongpo region, and by having this understanding, or this is wrong, because that is caused by wrong view, and people indulge in such a bad practice, heinous practice, killing people through poison. They put poison in their nails and pass to the person they wanted to kill, and they even use the method of transferring delivering the poison to the person through a horse and putting on the horse saddle, and then person is right on the horse, and then the affection, the poison affects the person and he dies. So this is the practice, such a heinous practice that we do have in some regions of Tibet. And I have been thinking of doing a research on these cases. And so far, I have not been not able to begin the research to do, but I'm planning to do it soon.
Tene da nimbu meba ane jig logbe chu tinte manguji ane chiru da chulu manguji na yorba bena chulu menyo jig na la o da kowa de korea kowa di na la dungye yoya zo nge lü di chere 다 류인들 동에 따고 류인들 가둑지야오래 아니 류인들 가둑지야제 배 까와지야제 두구단체 류텔야 되니 양 투주간에 류텔 소소소 류텔 휴니 류를 타통불라서 다 된대 먹지 된대 요거도 류코라래 류리야 되니 가두단체 된 타로토야 이 양타와 말아 상계 좀 된대야 토마 되니 다 가두 로툭제는 디 로툭이 날아 디 템바 통기 매바 시그니 되네 양탁바 남리야 냠바샤네 찬주 조시 찬주 도지데도 상계바 나시리 되네 되네 망구쇼 되네 상계 좀 된 대기 최디 아니 둥에 요야기 조 류디레스 도도자 마이엠바 류디 키네 충바레 코베 류디 키네 충바레 데 규요레스 봐 규디 생아마기 레사고 규지를 균델 데네 균데 캔네 아니 규디 까고 그레스 나게 좀 되게 쳐디 양타바 쳐디 가르스는 닝부디 규런 고바 칸임바 계준심부 되게 송스 디
And there are religious traditions where they believe that in order to attain nirvana, you need to go through physical hardships, and they have such a practices. They would beat their body, body to bleed. And give a number of tortures because they believe that the physical body is the one which we brings the sufferings and agonies. So these kind of traditions or the understanding is not the right one. This is caused by wrong view. When we talk about in unessential, so there's the essential meaning of projecting your body. In Buddhist tradition, this is not our physical body is not considered to be the source of unhappiness or sufferings, because Buddha himself realized this during the time of his meditation under the Buddha tree. After going through many hardships for 6 long years, he finally came to know that the practice of hardship, practice of giving torture or torment to your body is not the right way to attain enlightenment or nirvana. So therefore, he adopted different practices in order to attain enlightenment. So in Buddhism, we do not think of the result that brings us suffering and all other problems. Instead, we think of think and examine the root of the problems, root of the sufferings. So the understanding of the root which caused you the suffering is important in Buddhist understanding. If we able to seize the root, then the suffering will automatically be ceased. Therefore, the examination of the root, examination of the root of the suffering is very much required to understand and try to uproot or seize the root.
상계 좀 된 되게 추디 되네 규투고바 디기 전에 그 개와주고야 동해 방거나 디버 매개 방거야 그 군대 조송 대나 신기 되네 상계 직북이 아니 야 군저로 숙천부지게 야신감 게네 코나 라바 마냐를 게네 코나 라바 더보 딘데 출 먹고 여러 딘데 마임바 미소스랑 가사 소스를 라래요 봐. 데네 딕바산예데 코나레 미디 샘게사요 아니야라 딘데 미디게 나다 룽아게 토네 사기요레 Tenashingi, Tanda Sebegal, Diwata Patabegal, Samgi Sangu, Tenashingi, Lungagi, Leg Pasagu, Mado, any Shenjil Deni, any Yasha Masha Shiag, Cheji Mayinsu. Dindu, Tunum Dibachu, Medrishin, Doedung, Shang Yong, Chag Young Miss, Niki Doba Shelbo menu, Chingy, the Modern Trevor Yosun, and the Sangajiman, they should social chocolate Madoji. Benang around Lula Taco Tribunal, Trini, Chutuna Yomare, Sangi Jim Dendegi, any Chagi, Midi, Simjing, Dunga, Chagpa, Mebso, Sotoya Yoma, Sangi Dino with Nuva Yomares, and Sangi Konangi Tagin, Nuba's Topadi Inaya, and Tinsan Computer Nangi, any Charim Nashi, top Studna Yomares, and Sangi Lambdid Nane, Gidupana, and Jupangoya Lamde Dene, Chunik Demba de Dene, D rank Lalenta and Tinigton Rang Rangati, Chunik Demba Tongo, D Trugreson. Did Tabuki Ningbu which any Ningbu Chana Ningbu Tabatan, Ningbu Mebala, and Ningbu Mebal Tone, Reba, and the young target Topaki Ju Kansa de, and young target Topaju Yansa de, Tenamla, and Ningbu Togre. Nimbukadeso, Talbe Combatogreso.
Traditions, they do have this kind of understanding that if you're able to control your body, if you think, if you able to understand the physical body, this is the main cause of all sufferings, and you will attain nirvana and so forth. This is the understanding that other religions do have. However, in Buddhism, we do not believe in this kind of practices and understandings. What we have to understand is that the root of the suffering is the ignorance and so forth, and afflictive emotions and so forth. These are to be uprooted. This is what we have to understand. And in this regard, Buddha taught us different types of the rules, different types of rules of the cause and effect, or cause and result. There are different, and in this regard, Buddha taught us that if you practice Buddha Dharma, or if you practice virtues, the result will be happiness and prosperous life. If you indulge in practicing non-virtues, then the result will be the same. Same means the result will be the unhappiness and miserable life. So this the core teaching of the Buddha that he taught us. So if you able to understand this meaning, then we can only lead a happy life. And this is what Buddha taught us. Buddha said that without practicing the right way, or without the right understanding, then you cannot attain nirvana or enlightenment. In this regard, Buddha himself said in one of the sutra that the Buddhas cannot wash away your negative karmas. Even they cannot liberate or cannot purify your negative deeds by simply putting their hands on our heads. Buddha cannot transfer their understanding or realization into us. So then, why and how we can understand the meaning of the truth when we ask a question? And the answer is only by realizing the nature of the dharma, or nature of the dharma dhatu, or the chungi, which means dharmata, the nature of the mind. Only by then we can liberate or attain enlightenment. So this is what the Buddha said in one of his sutra. So if we understand the system, how they play roles in terms of giving rise the result by the negative and positive karmas. Only by then we can attain in nirvana by practicing the right thing and by abandoning the non-virtues. So here in the stanza, there's a terminology which is called essential. The essential here refer to the meaningful, the right perception or right understanding. So if we are able to give rise the right understanding into us, then only by then we can attain nirvana by practicing on the right path.
That nation that city, Penna never yok be Kim Charbe Gundu Ducheba, Duberchi, Tishin Gomba maybe some Dujagin Biberchis. That's all Dujashin and Dimuk Digeti, Tangon Reson, Dikon Matubina, Penangarazu Kangba, Nalo Latini, Charba. 차bat nambe kala ene di kangbal dakji machena kangba chilya chaba shuk chambu nasaji yagala dakji machena tiba yab yungurwa wachi kangbe nal dine kangbe tanda meba charugurwa da kangbe pema do charugurwa di nashingi ngaranzu gi dine nyomongbo dujashiran dimu dige dige dine chara yagoshi machebi na rangi pena ngaranzu kangba doga Chu Jibon Draw and I think in Alan Ludi and Jigdugri, and Milu Tanda Damba Junga Mare, the Indu, the name Delaya Chara Chekubaresu.
Shloka number 13 reads, if a house is not well thatched, rain may easily penetrate. Likewise, if a person does not strive to check his mind, attachment may easily penetrate the mind. These words is again explaining how the three poisons need to be eliminated. The three poisons are the one which cause all the sufferings and the problems that we face. If we are able to control and if we are able to eliminate the three poisons from our mind, then the result of this practice is happiness. It is similar to a house. If a house is not well thatched, or if your roof is not very well covered, and then the rains can come in, and that the house finally can be destroyed by rains. Similarly, if we're not able to protect our mind, if we are not able to guard our mind from the force of three poisons, then it can be destroyed by these negative forces. So what we are trying to understand here is that the three poisons are the one which bring us unhappiness and miseries in our life. So therefore, if you want your house to be well maintained and well kept, then you need to build a proper roof, which is firm and stable, so the rain cannot be in your room.
Di tamgyu di da debenan di redo junggao any ne thoma rabdu chungbe gala ta ko chungma de la pe ma se sem zewa shi ju sare di indu rabdu chungni ane nimaji shaji simbada rangi chungma di tene sem gibu mebacha shugo dene sangye di kene sangye zunju denche 중가오 되는 하유디 야티 하유디 야티도 이게 는 하이 포모카지기 깨바지 기대 송시 대여와 통 안디 카르스는 공 단단 미유나 되네 중가오 신에 코 되네 제마 시소나 또 착배 관계로와 아니 마음 봐라 하유디기야 안디 디치도 다 송대 여스 그통 때나메 디 인디다 코 이게 디 통도 티 미유드 중가오 rabdu chung yus kon sepene diri kieba yinbe konsung di yin sabat tene chung gawa hajan gabu chung ne ta nga iga hayuri gigire samsurin be huda bada sung yor ta sungdu misu samala wo ko chung gawa ko surim sung ya di shada kya mara ko hayuri pomudu zu tondalo surim sung da res ta geji sherwa di shindu ta be terba song tene ko tena gelonam gi chung gawen hayu di re sebe kala kon hayu gi lamanam nye ni shakbares ta labar mizu di indu tene de gung gaw ha khodu be ngwa sabu tene nyurdu da domba shune ko be yawosh gumdu tene hagdong gomne dajumbe komba tawares dajumbe komba de sangye gi disene lugyu sunne gelonda chung gaw lebar jube kangbadabu 매바인 대달 레고 주버 강바다불 균을 다 한다 거기다 강바 베나 욕바다부 야고시 매바다부 이는 잘배 된주거리 디인주 대신 공부 매바이 되자처럼 베버치 스타데 요몽 되자 완도 손베이나 아니 강바토 야고지 주자 야고 마셔바다부지 찬주거리 되는 중가우 되는 치수다고 되는 요몽다 지금 야고스ung네 강바 양타보스 주버레스 레바지 요몽베 추다 맨네버자 충분해서 루규디 디레 담규
story related to these words is that during the time of Buddha when the cousin brother of Buddha himself, Chungao Nanda, when he became a monk, when he started a life of a monk, at the very beginning of times, he had hard times remembering and missing his wife, the beautiful wife. He was a married man. After some time, Buddha realized that what thoughts and emotions he were going through, and Buddha came to him and miraculously he took a tour to the heaven realm. Nanda there met up with some beautiful girls, heavenly girls. And the girls were waiting for someone, and then Ananda happened to ask them to whom they were waiting, and they answered that there is a person called Nanda in human realm who recently became a monk and practicing well in terms of the Vinaya, moral code and conduct, and we are waiting for him. After he passing away in the human realm, he will be born here and will get these privileges will get the heavenly privileges. So that's why we are waiting for him here. By they replied the goddesses or the heavenly girls. By knowing this, Nanda were extremely happy and excited. And when they came back on the earth, and he started to be more serious with his practices, with his disciplines and everything. And then by seeing these different kind of reactions and different kind of the changes of Nanda by the other monks, his friends, and the monks sent this message to Buddha, and Buddha, of course, he knew why he was doing so, why he completely changed in a very instant time in terms of his disciplinary practices. And then all the monks later came to know that he had changed because of these purposes and these reasons. And then the news spread in the community, and Nanda became so impressed because of such because of his motivation and intention of practicing more seriously. And then he extremely felt ashamed, and then he truly started to practice well. He, because of the emotion of embracement, he truly changed in the sense of a positive thing, and truly practiced Buddha Dharma in the right way, and then finally attain the state of arhatship. So this is what happens when you fail to protect your mind from the three types of poisons. If you fail to thatch your roof well, in this case the roof of the house. The house is referred to your mind, and the roof of the house refer to your door of the mind. So if you're able to close your mind from through which the three persons could enter in your mind, then you will be a right person, right practitioner. So the house is here referring to your mind.
That's sungden jibu chade ya jigdir ta gede nyen sho de penna nyeba yok kim nyeba yok ta yagu ma yok de ba nyeba ta danda ane charba kun de tyo cheba ta da dilen dog ne penna lek par yok kim charbe kun de tyo ma yi 당기 퇴대 대신 공반 매배 셈 되자기는 빅버 치에서 대신 렉버 공배 셈 되자기는 빅 메시스 독조로 봐 어디 다디나라 조 가란수 녀몽바 되자시는 데 뭔가였다 도숨 디게디 권능구월 디게 권능발라 다 디나라 양탁배기 되는 셈 띵이지 곰구르 송 되는 되자 시당 때문에 와도 만져 봐 곰구르 디나라 되는 상계 좀 된데 다다 두아 가베나 유도아 상계 좀 된데 되는 코 되는 로주 가와젠네 쇼브레스 로주 가와젠 되네 아니 된 매버 고니 디 데부터 매버 고니 되는 코 우글 냠버 샤베인 되는 옥동와다 옥무바 레야 되는 냠버 샤데 되네 셈 넘버 또 마잉 맹안에 냠버 샤네 어디다 컴퍼니 송도바 어디다 보테네 곰기 고디 되네 지저 랑거 셈데 우글 댄세 되네 곰야디 상계기 디감네체 엔디네 지 파주 소뇽 페베간라야 소뇽 피두야 되네 양의 멤버 되네 우글 냠바샤네 우국돈리야 냠바샤네 되네 소뇽을 페바다 대나시 얌네리 주베간라야 나와숨게라 우고도 냠바샤바 도저 강규기 두에나리아 데 세그도와 어디다 보테는 셈 냠바 고미아디 순교 다디 가서 곰 냠네 치아가 더 계제 시에고라
The next stanza reads just as rain does not break through a well-thatched house, so passion never penetrates a developed mind. It is the words number 14 is the positive expression of the pair of the previous words, which is discussing about the meditation that one need to be practiced. If you meditate on the practice of practice that is devoid of the three poisons, attachment, aversion, and ignorance, and so forth, then it would be like then only then your mind would be like a well-thatched house, which cannot be destroyed by the drops of the water of rain. In the that when we talk about the meditation and so forth, then the hardship and so forth, in the Buddhist understanding, Buddha did not achieve enlightenment going through hardship practices, especially the physical practices, even though he sat under the Bodhi tree for 6 long years. After not succeeding, attaining any kind of achievements for these 6 long years, then he changed the method of his practice, and he began to focus on breathing practices, the practice of breathing, on breathing meditation, it can be called. Through breathing practices, finally he attained enlightenment. Then later, whenever he goes to the places in purpose of alms begging, or when he was in the when he was in a retreat, 3 months retreat, summer retreat, he mainly focused on the practice of breathing and so forth. So these all the stories and the teachings exist or coming from the Vinaya Sutra, the third volume of Vinaya Sutra. So the stanza is all talking about how to be protected our mind from the three poisons, and practice on our breathings and all this.
Oda gom gyawya ta dingzin tene semdo nyamne chia di thola tan Jangchubling na la halam sadar dodar chinde yore lagwar du tene tanda nyama ja chongba yimbu guinga kongi gadingi halam Jangchubling ki thongger sangmo nal gom sogjung menge mebre kong ja na lo zonga na do le min nakji do su gom mitose be mandra cha that Jangchubling nangba jam ma se kaji do ju yenju ne gom kya Jangchubling na sadar da she da ngaran su peji ngone shin gom thanda ok nyamlen tong shin sangge jumde de ge ludu kawa je ne dine khon ni ne go zug ne nyamlen na sha ba je ri thanda nga su di jen da nye su halam di nga su be shuo le der da 알아서 상계기 제수단에 샤부제에서 상계기 냠내데 제수래 아주 데네 좀다 책잡아 망고지가리아 베야팔 어딘데 제제 눕죠다시는 아주 배 쉬고 레살다 다직 마체나 제마 콘수기겐 수키고 싶어 가고 차서 말해
when we talk about the meditation, what one need to be practiced, be it a breathing meditation or any other meditation, now this point of time, meditation, the practice, the theory of meditation has spread all across the world without leaving any nook and corner. There are many contributions from many Dharma teachers, meditation teachers such as Lama Goenka, who taught many number of people and practiced. Even there are some Muslim people who started practicing meditation because of the benefit of the meditation. They are known. So therefore, the practice of meditation is something that be adopted in every day-to-day life by us. And also the meditation is very popular, especially in the West. People are very interested in adopting this method to have a good life. This is the great blessing from the Buddha, who started his meditation under the Buddha tree, which lasts for 6 long years. And this the meditation actually began from there, and it is going on and until it well preserved today. But when we think about our Sangha community, it seemingly seen that we are bit left behind for what actually is supposed to be the place we are, because we mainly focus on the literature practices, literature understandings, writing poems and other things. We mainly focus on theoretical understanding, which is not supposed to be the important when we talk about the right teaching and practice of Buddha himself. So therefore, we should be understood where we are, and actually, are we doing the right practices that we supposed to be done, and so forth. If we do not bring some kind of changes in our practices in regards the meditation and so forth, the necessary teachings and necessary the genuine teachings of the Buddha, then we keep living behind and cannot move forward like the other communities. Especially in the West, people are so advanced in terms of everything, even with the meditation practices. And so when one day if the time comes us to go to the West to receive the teachings, then it will be very embracing for all of us. So therefore, be careful with everything what we have, and all those are sufficient or not in terms of the understanding of the teachings and the practices that we do in day-to-day life.
Nyamne thola tene da tinsan ji chiye ge labra chemo kha mangu ji ge simjuk che tene chiye mangu yu ki ringe thanda da internet thawe na thoya chena America ane University of California da University of tene Wisconsin da o tene kha jig du du logu ringala 심주신의 맹간난 게 네바카직 매직불라 때 곰매버체 매직도 곰이야 잡더네 매대다 곰겹지 곰랍지 로구링가라 딱제셔니 데부턴부터 주간가로 되네 인터넷 난도가 비난도 어디 인데 컨트롤 레벨 때는 미싱 딱지 셰베간다 곰냥예디 가서 달 레바 민스 두당에 챙기면도 이행어적이 레베 기모디 빡바르 버서 기모디 페이지 투가를 송 디엔도베 강라 아니 미디 릭바 세와 나자 뉴가 아니 지 샘바베 릭바 제직도 디미알 뉴바 예바다보 영어 저기 기마지 가서 잡아채네 아니 샘디 드니 기바다 딘제 용야다 나 딘제 망고지 생릭 더 딱제세네 딘제 생릭 민 망고시도 던서 기나서 인터넷 대나 페이지 통글 디날 인터넷날 인지의 유기링에 부인날 각 니즈 통송 그저 로주단 딘제 심죽샤바 데나 신기 라브레 첨부 상다의 유기를 딘제 첸에 데네 다티상 곰디 시부지 맹가레 라브라레 페이지시게 라브라 망 체데 쇼게 망고지기 날 쇼게 가망아 신제 년 라브라 마티오로 곰겹 주고서도 가시나라 세미시디 겨네 딘데기 제고 딘데 치기도 어디다부 다 망고지 기 타르체 두스 요리 그냥 인터넷 지나 부 롱아도 치견 겁스던데 곰자 되는 거라서 가르치면서 파시 수시 어딘데시 딘데 먹고 통고도 진짜 안서 다 곰자의 페이지 시골 시부지 내대요 다 기란데서 마체나 디인주디 nye 탄다 다nye 유곰지수 상교 좀 된데 디 곰들이 되네 루두가와 샤네 되네 디 곰냠나다 되네 얌네 갑로 곰냠나다 어디게도 되네 참반예샤시 장주 최최뒤 인제 터네 되네 디 냠나야 림바도와 디고알 셰제 발람 기게 롭죠 달로니스 이제 나라 테마니스 제비 다동 알로 말레이시아리 베트남리 인도네시아리 도나라 아니 다 기간다버레 니슈잡디 니슈장아스 마저 망고 마디 치기요 말에 연나다 갸다 망고 유기 생연도데 어딘데 치기요 디나라 쇼게 추수 시반네 광다 추수 고배도 년보 대제 당기요레디 어디 아니 나도 템바 가시요 아니 날에 너와 가시요 봐 이런 거라서 셔더네 요래 다로 징이 이렇게나서 데스 파 주주를 줘서 배텀나 야고래 되게 됐어
in some universities in the West, such as the California University, has been introduced meditation in their curriculum. It has been going for 9 years since they started practice meditation in their university, and that they have been also doing research on the benefit of meditation, and then the result has been figure out such a wonderful wonderful benefit for the health of the especially mental health of the students. Even they did experiment on medicines when they compound medicine for the patients. The practice what they do was that they kept two different medicines in two different containers, and one of them had blessed with meditation practices, and one of them did not blessed. And when the experiment with the effectiveness of the medicine, giving treating the patients, and then the medicine that was blessed by meditation and recitation of mantra has had benefited and did work without any sort of side effects, and did such a wonderful job recovering the patients in in such a short time in comparison to the medicine that had not been blessed. So when we talk about the benefit of meditation, it works like that even in the hospitals, and even in the practice of Western medicines. And it is said that when the medicine that had been blessed treated the patients, and the medicine helps the patients bring changes in their brain, making certain types of changes which bring more happiness in their mind, and receding the sufferings and pains they would experience. So this is how, according to the Western medicine, Western medical practices adopted meditation, which is which proven very beneficial in their field. So therefore, meditation is such a crucial practice that has been proven by many organizations and universities and scholars. So therefore, we also need to be adopted and strive to do such. So this is something that need to be understood when we talk about the practice when we talk about the need of the practices. And then many schools also adopted the method of meditation in which practice in the morning assemblies before begin the day classes. So the practice of meditation becoming so popular each and every corner of the world. So therefore, we should also have to be adopted this method for meditation, which can be brought such very positive changes in our life, day-to-day life. So therefore, this is the importance of. Therefore, we need to adopt this important method which Buddha taught us, which blessed us with such a compassionate mind. Buddha did meditation for 6 years under the Buddha tree, and he also practiced meditation when he was in the summer retreat for 3 months, and so. When he did such a wonderful practice, of course we claim to be the follower of Buddha himself. So we should try to follow the teacher properly by adopting and accepting and practicing whatever he taught. For last 2 years, I have been conducting meditation courses in Taiwan, where many number of people. Monks and nuns participated in that meditation course. Many people from Vietnam, Malaysia, and Indonesia participated in that practice so far. So there are few nuns here in this assembly who passed this who did this meditation and got certificate of perfecting the meditation of course for the given time. So this teacher, by practicing and meditating and participating in these courses, are supposed to spread the knowledge and understanding to the people who are in need in the times to come.
Then yes, Samjala, Aranzo, then Tazainari, then Sheta, Anikomba, Kiran Shoba, Ale, then Lobsenre, then Goch Chocolama de Labras the Kamanga, Chungas, Gambas Gama Jews, Yalia Gomji, Captain Gozuna Bay always. Gom Tama Gom Yagalama, Kinandi, Pendezawa Lama, Tazo Niger Bemed, Katin Shimbugunas, Kuzundo Jingurup Zedus, and Hanging Ying the Gabesumana, Ying the Bemandabia, Dava, Digi, Gavajitasum Gushu, some, and the lesson Dejet, and Kamangas, Gom, and the Goms Hasuna, and the Kinazo, Lobzen, Karina, Chevol Shubi, and Yahoo. And ya college to Zina, Kama Jews, Gomna Yahoo. And the Jidan Kinazo Gergi, Gom do Yubin, and the Ingu Sangi, Sunala, Anapana Sati Sutaras, Lung Mumjungi, and the Semian Tapa never, then Do, the Surtu Yori, and Dinala, Tata di, Kote, Yamneso, Tata di, Puin and Gudua. Vietnam gi teni kheba chambo thikna han sing di sangye namdar gangyur nalo gangyur kha kya phegya sangma lo gangyur sangma zambuling ga seje kha nishu zana ne dyne su buddhist phi nal sumdo ga deja parja meja sumdo di talamsan kha mangu nyo do ga di nalgi meja di gode yore tene champan yewa shibu gom di tanda sangye gom na tagana di na sebu yore rimba churukji di na gyurdu di kiransu nyo na di na chasa yo di na shinshi gom shana semde nedukurwa di na na jirna di Kong Namdar di the Sangye Rangi Gangyunan Dushan Gyore or Ding Aransu Peji Zedekanal Malabiachi Lobzeng Nal Shakwasar, Sangye Namdar di Buddhisumdoa, Dina Be Masivaji Namdan Duk di Zambulling Nal Gangalol de Tisan Yongdar Wadi Zambuling Yongdar and Anzu Dina Shishi Sangye Gangyuna Yudina members Namdal Shandaji shed and Jama Mizu Gamugel. The Samalo Zambulin Samadagio, Samalo Hakoder, the Zambulin Gina Guriorva, the young daughter is a Geta Chamboli, this had a Pina Gur to Yamang is Sonze Benzuk and Gursi Gozu in the name Gursan, Talamsan, the party of the Wa, Benzukani said it, then they tanda Dilusoya to Ding Eugene Lona, then the Pemassive Yato. Or the Nala Samayor, or the Shuai, and that is Shua di Samsha.
Before concluding the session, I have a suggestion to the Sangha members here, monks and nuns. Before beginning your classes at the college, it would be nice if you're able to introduce short meditation practice just for 5 minutes or 10 minutes. It would be very helpful for your day. If, for example, if the younger ages, they can do 5 minutes of meditation before beginning the class, and then older ages they can do for 10 minutes, and then while you are practicing meditation, you can the visualization can be done in this way, that at your heart you should visualize lotus flower upon which Lord Chaitanya Samgun is sitting, and then you should imagine that Lord Chaitanya Samgun is there, who is so kind to us, giving the teachings, and And then you should imagine that Lord Chaitanya Samguni is giving us the blessing of body, speech, and mind. In this way, if you able to meditate for 5 or 10 minutes, it would be very beneficial to start the day. And this is what my suggestion. And then, if you want to do meditation privately in your rooms, you can even practice the method of Anapana meditation, which is taught by the great Vietnamese monk Thich Nhat Hanh. You can find this teaching on meditation at the end of the chapter of his book called All Path White Cloud, which now been translated into Tibetan in 2 forms of volumes. At the end of the chapter, there is 16 types of methods based on the four awareness, which is called Thambangir Shakshi in Tibetan. So if you're able to practice on these methods, it would be very beneficial for you in terms of the mental health. And then the text or the book All Path White Cloud is a book of story of Buddha himself, which derived from 25 types of Kagyu and Tengyur, the Buddha's teaching, from different languages, especially from the Chinese. So this book is such a wonderful. The way the story of the Buddha is expressed or explained is very understandable, and which is considered as one of the most authentic one. And if we able to introduce in the colleges as a lesson, it would be nice to know the true and genuine story of the Buddha. And later, if we fail to introduce the right or the proper life story of the Buddha to the people in the times to come, then which does not meet with the real story of the Buddha, then people would laugh at us because of misunderstanding and mis-explanation of the story of the Buddha. So this is the end of the session of today.